That's why they said, those who don't learn from history end up doing what? Repeating it. You know, God raised David. He sent him to a backsliding Saul to train. He said, all you are learning from Samuel, spiritual things, will not give you political power. Learn that to be a morally sound young man. Go to Paul. He is the king. Saul. When God was preparing David to be a deliverer, because the man was going to be the founding father of a nation, guess who he sent him to? Pharaoh. So after his father, that was a priest, and his mother raised him for a while, he had to go. So I know that many a time we want to only learn from our pastors. After they've prepared us, equipped us, another season come where there might be some mentors, some other people that will play some finishing role, and they might not be. I think it was 17 years Joseph stayed with Jacob, his father, trained him and other. The next time he was Potiphar, from Potiphar to Pharaoh. 13 more years, he was 30, then he's ready to be a prime minister. Some things you need to get to the level of the CEO, the MD of that company. There are some things, some of it might be in a business school, but you have attended Bible school, you have done well. You've got the moral, the spiritual foundation, but that is not enough. Pastor Sora, during the time of Saul, because there are two kings that trained David. There was no military equipment in Israel. In 1 Samuel chapter 13, it said, anytime Jews need even instrument, ordinary knife, axe, to cut down things, they go to the Philistines. And the Philistines refused to transfer the technology. They said because once they learn the technology of making metals, they will build military, and now they can defeat us in battle. So they said during war, it is only two people that have sword in a whole nation, Saul and Jonathan. When Jonathan and David made covenant, one of the things that Jonathan gave to David was his sword. So you guys don't know, when David had to fight Goliath, he had to use stone. A whole nation has an army. Not one person is equipped except the king. So God knew that this thing has to be corrected. So somewhere in the course of David's life, Saul was pursuing him. God guided him to move over to the Philistines and go and live with the king of Gath. One of the things he went there to do was to transfer technology. That was why during David's leadership, all his men were armed to the teeth. Israel till today is one of the deadliest nations on earth in terms of, I know you know they are a nuclear weapon, a nuclear nation. After you've learned all these spiritual things, there is something else you need to garnish it with. If not, why will God send Joseph to Potiphar? Why will he send Moses, a whole prophet? One time I sat in a school. I was going through a training. No pastor there. All my classmates, diplomats, U.S. diplomats, intelligence community, government officials from different countries, and we're studying cultural intelligence. They will sit in that class and know your country more than you that live in your country. Another time I went for another training, it is military generals. But I will tell you, when the season came, apostolic season, to begin international missions, it was then I understood why all that network, all that relationship, all that wisdom, I was exposed to them.